welcome to Standing on Business. Standing on Business. Yes, right we are. Yes, business. Right here and virtually with Liv joining us as well, our basketball analyst. All right, guys, let's get into it. SWAC play here on the women's and the men's side. Who gets your vote for SWAC Player of the Year? Liv, I will start with you.
Yeah, there's so many choices on the women's side when we start to dive into who should be player of the year. My vote will go to Shania Nunn of Grambling State. And I vote for her because she was top 4 in points, top 4 in rebounds, top 10 in steals. She had the #1 field goal percentage in the entire conference, only scored in single digits twice in SWAC play, and she had multiple double-doubles throughout the season. So my hat is off to Nunn from those Grambling Tigers.
All right, I'm going to go with Kayla Walker for Alabama A&M because I think when you are the top dog on the top team, that is a lot of pressure on your back, and she has done the job. I mean, Alabama A&M is running through the SWAC. She's their leading scorer. She shoots a very high percentage from the floor, so she's a smart player. She really takes smart shots from the floor, and I like Kayla Walker. I like Alabama A&M, so she gets Kayla, you get my MVP.
All right, what about the men? We can't forget the men.
Well, you know, there's so many different ways to go here because there were so many top scorers. I mean, there were people putting up buckets. But again, for the same reason that I like Kayla, I like Jacoby Hetty at Bethune-Cookman. They're the top team. He averages right around 18 points a game. He leads the SWAC in field goal percentage, and he has been the guy. Dr. Bradley's been in and out of the lineup. Everybody was like, oh, when Doctor's here, everything is fine. But he only played, 8 games this year? And Jacoby Hetty on his return, second time around at Bethune-Cookman, has led the squad. He gets my vote.
Yeah, Jacoby Hetty has some impressive dunks. I remember we were doing our little dunk celebration, dunked on some people's heads. Now, Liv, who you got?
I guess I'm just the oddball out from Tolly today. I'm going to go with Daeshun Ruffin from Jackson State. And I mean, for obvious reasons, if you've been tuned into the SWAC, he's been an absolute bucket getter. 8 30-point performances on the season. Not only can he score, but he can facilitate, having 3 games in SWAC play and double-digit assists. He's really a do-it-all type of player. He knows how to score from the 3, break the defenders down, hit the mid-range jumper over the 6'8" defenders they try and throw at him. He has just been absolutely phenomenal through SWAC play.
Now, let's talk about the coaches. We talked about the players, but we also have to talk about the coaches, both on the women and men. Who has done the most impressive job so far this season?
All right, so I just won't be like a complete oddball here and just go chalk with everything here. It would be easy to say, look at Bethune-Cookman and the job that Reggie Theus has done. I will not say that he has done a bad job at all because he hasn't, and he is worthy of the award. But let's just say anybody else outside of that, I think the job that Charlie Ward has done at FAMU has been great because he came in, no expectations. A lot of the players left. They followed their coach over to Grambling. They got off to a great start. They hit a slump. He led them out of that slump, and now they're right back as one of the top teams in the SWAC and could make a statement tonight against Bethune-Cookman.
All right, Liv, who you got?
I'm going to have to agree with Tolly. Like, and, you know, I am a FAMU alum, but everything that Tolly said, Charlie has done a phenomenal job this season. And the most impressive part has been how Tolly said they hit that skid. They dropped quite a few places in the SWAC standings, and now they are competing for that #2 spot. And so it's just been a great job that we've seen from Coach Ward in year 1 at Florida A&M.
All right, my last question for you guys. We are in March Madness, March hoops. We all know it can get crazy. So which team has the most pressure heading into the SWAC tournament?
Well, Liv, I'm going to jump in here, and I'm going to say the Alabama A&M women because they've won 16 games in a row, so everyone expects them to keep on winning. And Liv, I've heard you say this in the past. It might be okay just to lose one, just to get the pressure relieved a little bit heading into the tournament. But if anybody beats Alabama A&M, I mean, Southern has them on the last game of the regular season, so that could change things if they don't win that game. But, I mean, heading in just on this tear, that's a lot of pressure to keep that winning up.
Liv?
I'm gonna have to agree with Tolly again. You might be onto something this question, Tolly. You're onto it this time. They're on this massive win streak, record breaking for the program. The pressure is on them because they have not lost in how many games, and so they're going in. They have a massive target on their back, as well does other teams who have done well historically throughout the SWAC tournament. But for sure, the pressure is on the Lady Bulldogs and the Diva.
Well, we have some exciting games coming up, the SWAC tournament coming up. You'll have to stay tuned for all that information, but thanks for catching up with us on Standing on Business.